Gifu University is committed to the development of state-of-the-art medical education and training methods for health professionals and the faculty members who can contribute to medical education. In this context, we are researching the possibility of boosting the medical education system in Japan by adapting foreign medical education systems.
We are here in the Medical Education Development Center, Gifu University. We are proud of the fact that it is the only national collaborative center for medical education in Japan, dedicated to the development of research and dissemination of medical education, serving the health needs of citizens, patients, medical leaders, and learners in our country. In order to meet international standards in medical education, it is essential to improve the educational skills of medical teachers. In Japan in particular, there is a need to move away from a teacher-centered didactic approach to learner-centered interactive approach. The Japanese version of the Maastricht Clinical Teaching Questionnaire, in short, MCTQ, an evaluation form of clinical supervisors developed at Maastricht University in the Netherlands, where I obtained my master's degrees, was developed because medical student evaluation of the supervisors in clinical practice is thought to contribute greatly to the improvement of clinical education. The MCTQ was originally intended to be used for feedback from learners to supervisors, but it was felt that combining this with the supervisor's own self-assessment would be more effective, and this has been adapted in our research. Improving the teaching skill of clinical supervisors requires more than workshop. Beyond supervisors' workshop training, actual international experience, on-site observation learning, and reflection of the practice are also deemed essential. Therefore, we have jointly developed a short-term training program focusing on the observation of workplace-based clinical teaching at McGill University by sending clinical supervisors from Gifu Prefecture to Montreal, Canada. Self-assessment using the MCTQ are then conducted before and after the training, in which the results showed that although the evaluation of clinical supervisors immediately after the training was lower than the pre-training, their assessment increased as time passed. This decreased self-assessment immediately after the experience is thought to be due to the participants' recognition of their lack of skill, but increases as time goes by because of their increased self-awareness of their own weakness and their effort to educate themselves. The program also helped the participating doctors to switch their teaching method from a traditional teacher-centered approach to a more learner-centered interactive approach that encourages learners' independence. We have also developed a faculty development program for clinical supervisors that incorporate a place to learn the theory of the cognitive apprentice model of education, which is considered to be the world standard. Participants complete a series of self-assessment using the Japanese version of the MCTQ before, 3 months after, and 6 months after the course. The results showed that their post-training score were significantly higher than the pre-training, and their scores remained the same at the 6-month evaluation period. Analysis of specific behavioral change as measured by the MCTQ also showed that the participants highly assessed their ability to engage in interactive discussion with the residents and to create a learning environment in which they felt safe and able to self-direct their learning. These results interestingly suggest that educational theories originating in the West have an affinity in a country such as Japan and can be used to improve our health professional education. Future research will need to be conducted to qualitatively explore medical leaders' perception of each specific teaching skills and how the Japanese system and context influence their teaching behavior. At a time when many people feel uneasy about globalization and regionalization, the role of medical education in Japan should be understood and advantage and disadvantages of both forces at work, find a balanced middle ground rather than a dichotomous opposition, and design a medical education system that is in par with international standard and can play an active role in our country. Although medical education in Japan is still in a state of flux, it has been able to respond to international trends. Therefore, it is now up to Japanese medical educators to take initiatives in transforming our health professional educations in light of Japanese culture and institutions. In order to achieve this, we are compelled to foster the active involvement of Japanese medical educators with the ability to design, develop, promote, evaluate, while transmitting their wisdom through research to the next generation of health professionals. Fortunately, my laboratory at Gifu University is the sole institution in Japan offering a master program in the health professions education. Together with these outstanding groups of postgraduates and graduates, we have a common vision to disseminate more research idea and practice into the next decade.